All right, hello everybody. We are here today for some more magic. We're starting real early today so that we can get in a pair of these. At least as a hope. Assuming if the first one of these goes 3 hours, I might revise that, but that's the idea. So, what we're doing here, if I can go over to this, actually, this sucks. Let's go over to this instead. Cool. So this is the Maz's Peasant Cube, and if you're not familiar with terms used by Magic the Gathering players, Pauper is the name for the all commons format within the game of Magic the Gathering. So it's a pretty fun format. It's a pretty robust format. It's actually it's one of the more active side formats. Does get banned and restricted updates. Modern Horizons kind of threw it for a loop. Peasant is the name for uncommons and commons. So this is not a pauper cube, but a peasant cube. So this is commons and uncommons, meaning that we do have some power. Like we're not going to be seeing, walkers. We're not going to be seeing unconditional sweepers. We're not going to be seeing power level things like Baneslayer, Angel, the like. But we are going to be seeing Factor Fiction. We are going to be seeing, things of that level. There are powerful cards at common and uncommon, and they do lead to interesting stuff. So, we're going to be jumping in on this and seeing what's in. I have no idea what's in here because there's not an article about it on MTGO, at least as of yesterday. So, shrug. There might be a list, but usually these have articles about them. The last two did. The Car and the Cultist one had lengthy articles. From what I'm told, Amaz wrote one up and it wasn't posted, which is extremely cool. So, there'll certainly be Mole Drifters. Value is sort of the name of the game. We can even see Amaz right here. So, league ends 1 day, 1 hours. 1 day, 1 hours. Yeah, give me that 1 day, 1 hours. Okay. But yeah, we're just going to go in and hopefully do a pair of these. That'll be fun. So one of the things in my mind about a cube made up of just commons and uncommons is that I think my mind tells me, this is going to be about Value Town, right? This is going to be about, there's going to be a lot of one-for-one removal, a lot of strong one-for-one removal. When you think of Doomblade, that's not a rare. There are rare Doomblades, but those are the ones that, are like Hero's Downfall. They hit walkers, but walkers exist in the form of Narset and End of List at uncommon. We're not going to be seeing. So card draw is going to be an important thing. Things that gain you card advantage are going to be a pretty important thing, even in the aggressive decks. Rip. All right. So, what do we got? We've got, starting up this, I see Loxodon the Warhammer. I see Shadow Mage Infiltrator. I see, you can kind of see the power of things in here. There's still a lot of powerful effects, abilities, but we're not seeing rares. So yeah, we got Warhammer, that, I think just is the card. It's Warhammer. Faithful Saluting is really cool. I like Reigns, but I wouldn't first pick it. Shadow Mage is very cool, but you generally don't first pick dual-colored cards. Filigree Familiar is a very filler card. Plague Crafter's
Warhammer turns anything into immediately a powerful threat.
It does. It's very likely the pick here by, I'm talking about the other cards in here, but let's be quite honest with ourselves.
That Shadow Mage Infiltrator would be great with the Loxodon Warhammer.
Or even that Lone Rider. So, Let's get that Warhammer in here. See what we got in pack 2. Wow, there's some powerful removal options right here. All right, you should have more effective eyes now. Yes, that is, Doc just jumped in.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
All right, so we've got, as far as, like, immediate things that pop out, Dismember's always been incredibly powerful.
Do you want another thing that that gives you trample and lifelink functionally? If you put Armadillo Cloak and Lockstone Warhammer on the same thing, you get double life, and it has double trample.
Oh,
now
double,
we're talking.
double trample, don't laugh. This is not lifelink, y'all.
It's true that when I say that, it and lifelink would trigger separately, and also you can put that on something your opponent has to make it so that it functionally doesn't do damage to you anymore.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't deal lethal, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with the, like, let's wait. Dismember lets us still not pick a color. We'll wait, wait, and then, like, you know, pick 3, pick 4 here. There's gonna be something that we see that will be like, ah, yes, this is the direction we want to go.
If you ended up in white and blue somehow in pack 2, Wall of Denial would have been a pretty good option in my opinion, considering it is the world's biggest wall in the world.
Well, if we're talking about that color combo, we also got another really strong.
There is Reflector Mage right there, who is a pretty good buddy.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, Signets, Pillarmen, 10 power and toughness and a card.
Nothing wrong with Tristani Summoner, yeah.
Whirler Rogue? Well, that's a lot of bodies.
Looks pretty good.
I'm still...
It's a lot of bodies, and with a relevant ability attached to it as well.
God, my gut is just to pick the Signet and keep holding.
Keep it going then. Why not?
Let's keep...
Like...
let's keep waiting. Let's keep... Look, who needs to really pick a direction when you can just pick all the colorless cards? Wow, that's sometimes you see cards you're not familiar with and you have to read them. Okay. Then you see cards you are familiar with and they're called Lightning Bolt.
Yep. It is good always to see Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. Never sad to see a Lightning Bolt. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Honden.
Web, what's up? Is the full? I would assume the full.
I have to assume the full. I have
to.
to assume the full Honden suite has to be in here if that's in here. If we want to keep on the plan, we pick Meteor Golem, but
Honden of Life's Web, an extremely expensive Bitter Blossom for that doesn't even fly when they come in.
Goodness. All right, so I see Bolt and I think, okay, I'm happy with Bolt. Oh, Enlisted Worm, not bad at all.
That worm over there, that worm is part of the military. That worm is an NCO.
Yeah.
What that is.
Lieutenant Worm is
That's
here.
Sergeant Enlisted Worm to you, thanks.
I kind of want to pick the Worm because we already have this.
You've got the Signet. It's nice and strong. It cascades, which is good for especially since it cascades at 6. You know, that casts most things that you could in your deck.
I don't think Artifact is an actual plan in here. We just picked all these colorless cards to keep us open, and now we're seeing. I see red open, and I see like I see we might be able to be like Naya Aggression. Okay, now you might think, wow, Consul's Lieutenant, ain't that a cool card? This card's broken. It don't work. I played this card in the last cube, and I'm mad to see it again.
No, is it like broken
it doesn't
in
function.
MTGO?
It doesn't function on MTGO.
Damn, that sucks. That should kick ass.
Yeah,
that should be a good card, you know. But
card's sweet, but you can't play it. Ulamog's Crusher if we want more biggies. I don't hate that.
I mean, hell, like go for it. It's also still colorless. It keeps your plan open.
Oh, okay. Like we need to find ramp to go with this then.
You already have a 1 piece of ramp. You can get more pieces of ramp.
Yeah. All right. That's good.
The various Llanowar elves and whatnot are are also commons and uncommons, so that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. All
I
right.
bet they're also extremely highly picked in this, though. So
I would wager to see that. Kind of looking at what I want to do out of here. Eldest Reborn is a busted card. I always feel like. God, I have so many different directions we can go in, and now it's like, which one do we want, right? I don't like Irby's Protector. It's too expensive. I'm gonna grab Nat Harmonize here, actually.
Harmonize is too slow in most cubes, but given that this is a zone of uncommons and stuff, it's probably perfectly fine.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Every time I or I've seen someone else take Harmonize in one of the other cubes, it is like, well, I mean, it's unconditional, draw 3 cards in green, and I don't need to be playing any other color, and that's great, but it's also a sorcery, and it costs 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... But you probably have the chance to do it here.
Here's a card in Magic the Gathering. Sure, okay. We got our biggies, now we need the ramp to get to the biggies. We just need to live long enough to see the biggies in the world.
Yeah.
Very familiar. It that rides as 1. If you give this a hammer, it already has all the keywords from the hammer, so you're not like super great on it, but
Mm-hmm. Filigree Familiar here is like a tiny sad bot.
yeah,
Sorta.
little sad bot.
It's a smaller sad bot.
Okay. Like seeing Faith's Fetters. I'm so happy. God, okay, I have been for the last 16 years saying, yo, reprint Faith's Fetters. It's a really good way to answer Planeswalkers, and it's one of the coolest pacifisms that exists. Finally, in M21, this card is in there. It has been 16 years since this was printed in a standard legal set. So
there seems to be a lot of things that are happening in M21 or things that happened a while ago. If we're being real,
yeah.
But hey, at least they're finally happening.
It's true. Mill, like
Mill.
If only we could make this tap ability shorter. You know, so much text. If only there was some way, some word that people use. I'm just grabbing some cards at this point.
If only people had something that they said whenever they mean put cards into graveyard from library. If that was just a thing that people talked about or said anything about at all in any card and or board and also in some like video games, you know?
Weird, if only. How long have there been Planeswalkers? 14 years. Lorwyn was the first set with them, so. Alright. Well, we want more top end. There's another friend. Cruisin'. He's terminated. I don't see too much that actually excites me in this one.
Yeah, not really. There's no ramp in here. There's no relevant there's another big boy that you don't. I mean, it's a good one too, but it costs 7, and like getting another one is not very useful at this point.
Yeah, that's a bit too much. Maybe the God's Willing is like no. I don't want to like cascade into that. That's
Yeah, it's bad. What about just the Boros Garrison? Just pick up a piece of fixing.
Oh, sure. That sounds fine. That actually seems fine.
Yeah, like to be able to play Lightning Bolt is a pretty good thing, you know.
Yeah.
Being able to play Lightning. Is that Metamorphose?
No, this is Fire Spout. So Fire Spout was the other one, and this is a modal like Clasm.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that worm doesn't have the military discipline, obviously, of our worm.
Yeah, of course not. Every now and again, it takes. Oh, hold up. Satyr Wayfinder is
it doesn't
put into your hand, not into your battlefield.
Still, like, gives us something to do early. Like that's
no, it's not a bad choice at all. It's just that it's not ramp. It's just selection.
Yeah, I think I feel still fine with it.
It's it is also still functionally basically an Elvish Visionary most of the time.
Yeah, it's just gonna draw you. Yeah, I don't hate the Crusher. This thing's fine. It's just I feel like we don't have the ramp right now to like make me feel great. Okay, we got another Signet. That's a good place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Signets. You don't care if a Signet has the colors you want. You care about Signets because it says add 2 generic mana, basically.
Yeah, and even this, like, we do have
1 generic mana.
You know,
yeah.
right now we have a little bit in hell. Maybe we don't have to pay 2 life. What does Answered Prayers do? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life, it also becomes a 3/3 angel.
So it's kind of a slightly more expensive. What is that called? A Blank Hawk idol or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's got Seb art.
And nothing wrong with some Seb.
Nope. I also like Stone Cloaker. I like Conclave Cavalier, even though it's a little bit harsh on mana. Like
Trumpeting Herd is a lot of body for the cost it is, but it is a little slow.
Yeah.
It takes 2 turns for 6/6.
What we're seeing is that there are some cards in here I'd be happy to get back around on the wheel. Yeah. So, literal Sarah.
Still a solid uncommon to this day.
Yeah. Okay. This is not the card we were picking, but I want to show you this because this card fucking rules. +2/+2 flying and is a demon, and it also casts Infest.
Oh dang! That's really good.
That one just like I like that card a lot.
I need to read Serrated Arrows as text. I've never seen that card. Is this one of those garbage pieces of equipment from like
this is from Homelands?
Oh wow. Okay, 3. Oh, it's just an artifact. Okay.
Yeah. This was one of the only cards out of Homelands that was playable in any way.
Yeah. Okay. It's very very slow. -3/-3.
Yep. Ooh. Oh god. Ooh. Okay, this pack is harsh.
This pack is packed. Yeah.
So
because like
we have Cloud Goat.
Mage,
we have
Cloud Goat.
O-Ring and some fixing are the bits in here, and then like Oh, I talked about how there's not a lot of like full-on sweepers. This is probably the closest you're getting to something that literally looks like Wrath of God. Guildmage versus Cloud Goat.
I think Guildmage would be more useful, but
yeah, like having something to do with this mana if we have nothing. I feel real bad about not grabbing about Cloud Goat, but
or O-Ring, yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason why I say you already have Fate's Fetters, and having another effect like that would be great, but it's not a tremendous priority in comparison.
Right.
To having playables.
Wow, there sure are a lot of multicolored cards in this. And we even see things that are quite new here. This is the can't attack or block, like, sort of Icy Manipulator.
Right.
I think I'm fine picking it, because I don't really care about anything else in here. Like, I'm not gonna splash Rimrock Knight.
Blue is like the one color you have no interest in at all, so... Artisan of Kozilek.
Ooh, I love me an Artisan of freaking Kozilek. Now, if we can't...
That's a real big boy, but ooh boy, is it ever a good one.
That's, I'm big on having more of these dumb big Eldrazi. We'll get there. It's
the more you can remove the necessity to pay colored mana from your deck, the better.
Right. Well, also, like, this is a card that is going to pick up some real bodies, right? Like,
and return from graveyard to battlefield, does that trigger Cascade as well, or is Cascade only on cast?
Cascade is on cast, so
okay.
I think I'm completely fine with a Thraben Inspector in the deck.
Thraben Inspector is just fine.
It gives me literally anything to do on one. What's Nahiri do?
Tidings are over there is +1 on all effects for Harmonize, but is blue.
Right. Nahiri's like, first strike on your team, -X damage to a tapped creature. All right, we're back on this pack.
You have a decent amount of lifelink. A Johnny's Primate would be a decent pair.
Yeah, like we might be able to actually make it work with some of these things. Well, I think it's fine picking here. Like, I don't really, like, I feel like we're fine on top end. I don't really want any more.
You have 2 Eldrazi and also 2 additional large boys. You're good.
The Thunderstaff as a sideboard pick, maybe. Secluded Step, or...
And...
Same bad. This card's still bugged.
Yeah.
Remember, this card was bugged for, like, years.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Catcher's Attendant, I guess.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna cycle it most often and then embalm it later.
That's fine. Actually, no, I'm gonna pick up more things we can, like one of the things I like to do is I want to hide some of our power in our lands. I know, like, right now, we're not gonna have a problem hitting 23. And
Conclave Cavalier is, I don't think you're gonna be able to cast that.
I'm still gonna pick it, because I don't think we're gonna have anything to bounce for Stone Cloaker. Yeah. We have a Satyr Wayfinder and nothing else down here, so I understand that we're likely not going to be able to make use of it, but Grapple.
Grapple's not bad. That's decent selection, even if it is 1-for-1. Slice and... Oh, no one's playing red. Sure, okay.
What is any of this?
If you get more red fixing, you might want to consider playing.
All right, let's grab the Slice and Dice and see what happens. That's not, I don't care about Healer's Hawk. That's not our speed. Oh boy! Oh yeah!
Derogatrix is
yeah.
even better. That's the one you want.
What's better than Elvish Mystic? And the answer is, oh yeah,
The one that's Elvish Mystic with a little bit of investment, but better.
Yeah, Fiend Hunter is not a consideration to me because of how much, like, it's fine, sure, but, like, this is a deck that really needs the ramp.
Hopefully you might get one more piece of ramp back, because we got both Elvish Mystic and Mana Geode in here.
Yeah.
Mana Geode's not coming back, but Elvish Mystic might, theoretically.
Maybe we get that Vivid back. Maybe that'd be
Or Vivid
okay.
Grove, yeah. Yeah, okay, maybe.
I'd be okay with that Vivid back, because then, like, that's something we could use to... But yeah, this is a pretty easy pick in my mind. Like, Tree Speaker is a mile above anything else I actually want for this deck. Alright,
There's another Signet.
Another Signet, and I don't see anything else that really compares to...
Seeker's okay. Experiment 1 is okay. Most of these other cards are okay at best. Merfolk Looter would be nice if you were playing blue.
Certainly. Especially, like, we even have some, like, reanimation pieces and such. But, like, this is a deck that feels like we're just going to be trying to get Signets to get up to this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see anything else that I'd want here. Other than, I mean, like, I see things I'd be fine with, but nothing that compares to this, so... That's fine.
If Burst Lightning came back, that'd be cool.
How you doing? For Branch Walker, some mid-ranged green cards.
Oh, there is a walker in here, right? Because there's the uncommon and common walkers from fucking, well, not common, but uncommon and rare walkers from War of the Spark.
Yeah, so we get the uncommon walkers that are reasonable, and that's about it. So how big is this cube? Cubes on Magic Online are forced, 100% forced, to be 540. This generally means that anyone who came in with a 360 or a small cube had to add like once over half the cube again, and so.
I think Branch Walker would be the best pick in here. I don't even know if you're gonna play it. It's just like Hedron Archive.
Oh, damn! I saw Crosan Tusker and I was like, yeah, Crosan Tusker, hell yeah. But no, this is we need to be able to get
Archive. Hedron Archive is the perfect sweet spot as the middle ground between Mind Stone and the other one. D-Tutor is great. Ain't nothing wrong with Demonic Tutor, straight up.
Nobody's gonna feel bad about D-Tutor, hell yeah. But yeah, that is the reason you likely see. And again, if there was a article talking about it, that would be really nice. But no, there isn't. There's no article at all about the build of this. So
Notvine Mystic is also here, and if it wheels around because it's a Naya card, you would wouldn't feel bad about taking it probably. Oh, Tibble. Tibble's actually a decent uncommon walker, isn't he?
Opponents can't gain life, and then it makes these little. It makes devil tokens, like literally
Yeah.
these same ones from over here. I care a lot more about this or Sunlance.
Yeah.
The two that I'm pretty big on here. I don't care about the War Gear. That's not the speed of this deck. Like, what's a War Gear doing when you equip it on Artisan or Kozilek? That's still a two hit. Like that's super out of there.
Also, you have Loxodon on Warhammer already. The thing you want to get to Artisan is Trample, which Crafted War Gear doesn't do. So
Yeah. I'm fine with this, and then like now that we have this and Slice and Dice, this actually has like real reasons to be in red here.
red.
Hopefully we can find like one more piece of fixing for red, so I can actually feel good about that. Only X spells. You're still 4/4 for 4.
That's true.
God, this card freaking rules. Just as a, you know.
Yeah, it's
Oh my God.
a mage that casts Ponder.
Oh my
What's
God.
Up? That is a wizard that can fist fight 2 bears and
Yeah.
kill one of them and yeah. Actually get killed by the other one, but you know what I mean.
I don't really see anything that super stands out to me in this pack.
Yeah, I don't have a...
I'm gonna pick something that holds the fort.
Cycling red, that's kind of like the worst possible choice for a cycling land.
That's not the kind of land I want in here. But yeah, Ponder Mage is super good. I guess I take the Snake Umber and I'm probably not playing it. Like, I don't really... Like, this isn't our speed. This isn't our speed. The cycling land will come into play tapped and we'll be sad because we're trying to cast this stuff or whatever. Okay, final new pack. Everything else from here is going to be our final tabling. Ha! Somebody earlier had asked if Pestilence was in this cube. I think I'm fine picking this up. So this thing's actually pretty cool because it taps creatures on their combat. So, ooh.
Bean Hunter is still around. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Same with also like look at this black removal that's still hanging out here too. Go for the throat and ulcerate. Ulcerate's obviously not like the best, but go for the throat kind of is the best.
Sky Marcher is a spirit and has flying as long as you have the city's blessing.
Yeah. We're gonna have Seeker because we do have like
1 mana 2/1 that requires 10 permanents to be on the board.
Yeah. This card was quite useful in like vampire aggro decks of the days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about anything in here.
Did someone take that Naya card?
Yes.
Weird. Okay. There's all this white and red going around, but no... Huh, alright.
So, last pick, Volcanic Dragon. How sad for you, Volcanic Dragon.
Why would someone take the Naya card, but still leave all of this red around?
Alright, the first question I want to ask is how real is this? How real? I'm going to take a look. Is there any actual fixing in this deck? Cuboid, thank you very much for the sub.
It's pretty much just Boros Garrison.
Oh my god, yeah, all of our signets are non-red. Just quick.
Yeah, maybe the red's not real.
We have no fixing for the red.
Yeah.
I don't like no fixing for the red. Can I elite scale guard? You're not actually as good as you want to be. Yeah, I'm really not feeling like splashing for. I might keep these in mind if we're against something where it's like, yo, you need a board clear. Like, then we might bring these in like a matchup where it's just like, look, we found the token player who has spectral procession and battle screech or whatever. You know, that sort of thing.
I guess the other argument is if you're gonna if you would include them, you would probably take out the well, you'd definitely take out the Conclave Cavalier. And then the only double class cards you have are Fiend Hunter and Harmonize.
Yeah. And like we have a lot of colors.
Closing a Guild Mage is versatile and can be either of your other two colors, so.
Yeah. Okay, let's start cutting some of this stuff first. I'm gonna grab the lands out so that we don't have to do land math at the moment. And these can go over here. Let's see. I think Ajani is
7 cuts.
Yeah, I think Pridemate is too few triggers. Because I think it is literally Seeker of the Way, Lifelink, Filigree Familiar, and a Warhammer, and that's the end of line for triggers for that. The Umbras also seem like something that Sapling Migration doesn't seem like what we want to be doing.
Yeah, and neither of the Umbras is that impressive, I think. They're not bad, because Totem Armor is okay, but, like, it's still not that impressive, and I guess you'd keep Snake Umbra over Boar Umbra, I feel.
100%, because it says draw a card on it.
Yeah.
Throw those both out. I picked this just as, like, filler. This is just, like, something to block on the ground. I feel like that's a pretty simple thing to get out of here. I like Satyr Wayfinder well enough in the sense that this deck really wants lands.
Right. Yeah.
Like I don't feel bad about that inclusion.
The ramp you have are the 3 signets and Derogatory Speaker.
Yeah.
That's about it. Which, I mean, I think that's enough to want to be playing the big stuff and all that. And Hedron Archive, sorry. Hedron Archive as well. There's
Hedron Archive is the piece that makes me actually, like, happy to be where we're at.
Yeah.
Need 2 cuts. Could be Grapple.
Could be. I think Grapple is. You'd keep the Satyr Wayfinder, but you'd get rid of the Grapple, I think, of those that equivalency here. Because Satyr Wayfinder digs deeper anyway to 4 cards, and it's already a creature that's being put on the board, so you don't necessarily need to have the Return a Creature.
Right, and we even have, like, Return a Creature if we absolutely positively need to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be really happy to equip a Loxodon on Warhammer Artisan to Kozilek, let me tell you.
I'm going to feel really good about that.
Like, alright, I'm going to attack for 13, trample. Edifice I like as removal. This is like an Icy Manip.
Yeah. It slows the game down pretty good against a lot of folks.
Yeah.
I like your Fiend Hunter a lot.
Yeah, I don't
like Face Fetters in here. I actually really like Harmonize being in here because you're gonna want to draw those cards.
Yeah, we're gonna want the refill with especially, you know, you got the ramp going on here. We need 1 cut though.
How about Seeker of the Way? It's just a bear that gets slightly bigger.
That was the one I was looking at that, or I was looking at one of the things around 4 or 5, or like, you know, one of our one of our bigger creatures.
There's also the Conclave Cavalier, which I'm actually still of the opinion that you don't need to be playing.
Just because the mana is a little
The mana cost is really restrictive.
I think if we're in 2 color, it's still not an issue, but I see what you mean, especially because, like, white isn't super... You know, let's do that. Let's actually cut out the... Let's try to make our mana base a little easier on us and not have to deal with this. I know that Cavalier's fine.
I would not cut out Sarah Angel, because that's your only flyer.
Evasion, yeah.
Literally your only flyer.
We need something to block, right?
Exactly.
Alright, so let's get that step in here. I'm not going to put in the garrison. Sort by color, looks like we are 50-50. I'm going to give white the nod for its double costs. Oh, Did you know, City Noise? This card can do both?
Yeah, that's a vigilance card.
As
it can attack
this
and
card
block,
can also.
as can that. Yeah.
Like we have enough. We can play offense and defense at the same time pretty easily.
Yeah.
Um.
And also, blocking ain't actually for cowards. You need to block sometimes to be able to do your other cool stuff. I really like how colorless your deck is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good colorless cards in here.
That sounds like a real bad plan. So I'm at 8-8 with the step. The only reason I would want that 9th forest is because of the tree speaker alone, but the double white makes me... Or signets?
You have the Selesnya Signet
Okay.
and Orzhov Signet, so you actually already have a slight hint towards white.
I'm gonna go with my gut on this one and add in that last forest because we have 2 signets on white
yeah.
as well.
I think that's completely fair.
Like if we ever have a hand that's 2 planes and a tree speaker, I'm just gonna be so like whoops. You know, like that'll suck. So let's go with what we got. Let's go. I am super happy to get to play some Eldrazi.
Yeah, it's always nice to see. Willemug's Crusher is a common. What a format.
I know. This was a common, and you can clearly get things down on like 5 or 6. Like,
yeah.
in that format.
Incredibly strange format.
Like, and not just in green. Like multiple colors had like you could play like turn 5. Here's my the red 3/3 that makes a bunch of spawn, and then you're like, cool. Here's my Crusher. You play a Dread Drone. Here's my Crusher. Here, you know. It's it at common. So just so great.
It's very important that it was that common too, because that means that threat was always there for the board stall to break when Ulamog's Crusher came down. Everyone could play one, so.
Yeah, that was blue-white levelers. Here's my turn 8 Crusher, right? Like, sometimes you did that. Sometimes you were just fine doing that. You were like, yeah, cool, whatever.
Once you reach turn 8, that means that some stall breaking would have to happen because every color had at least one that would do it. On top of Ulamog's Crusher.
Ooh.
Inspector means you have something to do on turn 2, but that's it. This is otherwise all your mana you never need for a bit.
I don't super hate it. I'm just close.
I don't super like it, but also I could see keeping this.
Yeah.
Is this on average better or worse than a 6?
I'm gonna see how this lies. One of the answers is gonna be like, hey, does our opponent have a aggressive 1-drop?
Base Fetter is actually nice because you have something to get in the way now.
Oh, without Inspector, this wouldn't be even a choice. Even if, like, you know, if that were one of our other. Okay, so we got red. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you've got. Okay, this ended up paying off at least a little bit.
Yeah, we got some removal to keep things rolling. We can, you know, keep some pressure, minor pressure, 20-turn clock. You know, as you do.
20 turns is an end to the game.
Fetters was a common. That's why I loved it so much. This card is, in my mind, one of the most perfect cards for like being removal.
Nice.
Nice.
Now you just need to have a payoff.
Well,
I mean, yeah, that's a payoff enough.
I mean, that's turn 4 for a 4/6, right? Like, I feel fine about that.
You can only level as a sorcery, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Level up only as a sorcery. So we got to level immediately. Yeah, I don't get to leave up Dismember. They forbidden alchemy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
What is your plan, buddy? Do you think that black is real, or and they're playing Grixis, or is that just they're playing it for
Real.
it's
Oh, extremely real.
That's very real. Yeah. Okay. They were probably off black actually.
Yeah. Smiting Helix
Yep,
to kill our tree speaker. This is never getting flat. Okay. Now, do you think they're playing the?
I don't think they're playing the white.
Do you think they're playing one plans?
I don't think they're playing one plans.
If I was already playing the mountain, I would play
If they had a garrison that you took, well, actually, no, that's right. That's MTGO doesn't work like that anymore.
Yeah, we're not playing.
That would have been enlisted worm on turn. Oh, that would have been so good.
All right.
It's fine.
Like maybe a Signet or Esper. What's the Esper Triland? Oh God. Well, whatever. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm attacking for.
The Raven Inspector already did its job. It was a one-man Elvish Visionary that cost 2 more on the second turn.
Mm-hmm.
It also has an extra point of toughness that still dies to your bird.
Your bird is. This is one of my favorite cards.
Baleful Strix kicks ass. Yeah.
In Magic, it's so good.
Is one of my favorite pieces of art in Magic as well. Everything Nils Ham paints looks like it's painted on dead meat, and I really like that. It's a good look.
There's it's kind of funny. They have those like secret lair like alt art cards that they've been putting out a billion of, and they have the one that's just birds. And there's a Baleful Strix in it that's just like photorealistic bird.
Why though?
Which, it's an artifact. Like, I like the art on that because it's cool. It's a good looking bird. It's just, where's the filigree? Where's the? Yeah. All right. Winning that race, even through the Smiting Helix. This card's good, by the way. This card's very good. Alright, so whatever, I enlisted Worm on 6. That's an easy choice, because if they have a counterspell, it doesn't work. You know? You're in the sense that you can't counterspell you have to counterspell both cards from Cascade individually. And, this does look like an opponent who's leaving up counterspell.
A lot of mana for counterspells,
yeah.
5 cards in hand. Playing black, blue, and red.
I am glad they had to throw a bunch of their black in the yard because they needed that swamp so bad. That, Ooh, that even has Unearth.
Okay. Is that a Fate's Fetters target?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. If they did print a Masticore that was a photorealistic dog, I would think that would be hilarious, though. See, because it's a dog, that's different now. It's different when it's a dog.
Let's get that Fetters down. It's actually good news. Yeah, it's they keep using Kibler's dog or whatever. As they like to. I'm so happy that Artisan Kozilek is here. Our enlisted worm or our sentinel gets killed, and then hello.
Queen Scarred Craig. Huh?
Oh shit! What do you do?
Can't attack you or the players you control.
What?
So that gives you a blocker every turn?
No.
No, but
No, it's a ball lightning that can't attack them.
right, because this is supposed to be a this is like probably a commander card, I would assume.
Yeah. Okay, so this is like they just get a ball lightning every turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sure.
It's an unkillable 5/1 for them basically.
Yeah, creatures named lightning.
Shit, that's actually, it's weird. You don't have any enchantment removal, do you?
No, but we can like Sentinel.
In green white.
This is big enough to block it.
Yeah.
Let's get.
You need one more mana for Artisan. So
2
like.
Well, yeah, one more drawn.
Yeah. I need one more drawn. So all cards in your deck are alive right now, is what I'm saying, and that's good.
I'm gonna go with the worm because that might flip into like a signet.
Like that, yeah. Like that one.
And then we get the artisan the turn following.
Annihilator. Okay, so you get to also pick something back up. So that basically means that when you do you want to try and manipulate that?
Okay, they're cycling a Baron more. Now that I think about it, I might have wanted to hold this back to block the thing and then just get back a Thraben Inspector. The alternate is just getting back this enlisted worm.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, let's see if they just...
Oh, neat combo.
I'm spending 4 life.
Yeah, to make sure that you don't let them drain every time there. Hold up. Can you...
Oh, yeah, I could have signated that.
You should have, yeah.
Yeah,
you should have spent 2 life.
I was like... I didn't even think about it because I'm like, whatever, I don't have black mana around. If I lose by 2 life, you know where it was.
Yep. That's fine.
Easy.
That's nothing. You just spent what you got back off of Face Fetters, is what that was.
Alright, I'm gonna do this so we can
I guess they may as well, right? Because if you're dedicated to doing Artisan of Kozilek next turn, you probably should.
Yeah.
At this point, you don't need to draw a Tree Speaker, so yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Artisan of Kozilek is going to be...
I'm here to kick your ass.
It's going to die to a bird, I think, but that's okay, because that means the worm is going to start kicking their ass, and also forces them to sack the... Well, actually, this is going to let them pick their Grixis card back up, because that's on Earth.
Yes. They'll sack the Spectre and then unearth it. The good thing is if we get down Sentinel of Eternal Watch, I can just tap the Strix and then attack, which is... So I'm going to wait
fair.
1 turn on the Artisan going in. The only thing that would make me not wait 1 turn on this is if I just literally drew... Okay, sure, you got Terminate, that's fine.
That's also fair.
They have 1 card left in hand, we're running them out of goods.
Yeah. They're playing Grixis. They're going to be full of removal, of course.
Yeah, sooner or later they're just going to draw Fact or Fiction, and they do have flashback on Alchemy at some point. So like they're not out of goods yet, but they're like also recall this hits face. So I don't think the 5-1 will grind us down for too long because we've got I can just like. Again, Sentinel and Eternal Watch can tap that now next turn, and we can just kind of hold back on that.
Hedron Archive would be nice for the card draw.
Yeah.
Next turn, though. You can't do it both on this turn.
Yeah, and I kind of actually want to prowess this for the lifelink.
Yeah. That's fair.
Do I want to give them the worm?
Like attack in with the worm and let them trade for
Yeah.
Baleful Tricks and with it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's. You're gonna put down another big thing in the way, and that has vigilance. So that means you'd be able to attack in with the Sentinel by doing that.
Yeah, let's...
That's not bad. I actually think it's okay to trade the worm for Baleful Strix.
So they're going to end step Forbidden Alchemy, and that's going to be their reload.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My god, how much damage?
The Raven Inspector has done 3 damage to your opponent.
More. They gained life off of both Blood Artist and Helix.
That's fair. Okay, so they've actually taken 7 damage from Raven Inspector. Listen.
Oh god, and
that
and the Craig.
Oh, 8 damage. Yeah, you know what? The Raven Inspector has actually done more damage to them than they've done with their Lightning Rager.
This is Syncopate? No, this is Flashback Alchemy, okay.
Yeah, they're probably just they're just doing this to do it. I don't think they had. There's no 1 mana spell that would be able to catch you here in a counter.
Even Mana Leak, like if they have blue 1, doesn't work. I did the Sentinel first because I was like, well, if they have Mana Leak, I don't want to walk into it. I really want the, so they put 2 lands and a Wing Splicer in the yard, so...
They have dug deep. They have 15 cards in deck now.
Okay. Alright, Hedron Archive, and also we'll get to draw next turn. Yep, goodbye Lightning Rager. The Blood Artist combo with that's dumb.
Yeah, the Blood Artist combo would actually... that makes a ton of sense. That's really good.
Okay. So this triggers at beginning of combat, so if they have removal for Sentinel of Eyes Watch, like, they just kill it. 6. They're playing something big here.
6. Kaya.
Oh, whatever, I'm killing Kaya. And it's fine. So Kaya's exiling Sentinel. We're gonna go kill Kaya, because Kaya has 4 loyalty left, and we'll be dealing 4. We're gonna go to... I think they... No, they... Oh my god, they had to tap that for white.
Whoa! Nice!
Yeah.
They can't flashback the Blight Helix now.
Yeah, that was what I was like, did they tap that wrong? Like, they should have had the Helix to kill this, but no. Okay. God, this can't even attack their walkers.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of a classic example of a commander card, I guess, because it is affecting the multiplayer of everyone else except for you, because it's just unambiguously good for you.
All right, let's immediately go for the draw. Sure.
Hello, Ulamog's Crusher.
I can stay on top of the library.
That is pretty good. I think that finally Thread Inspector stays back at this point. Or does it? You want to let Thread Inspector get another point of damage in?
Like, do I need to kill Kaya? Or if I'm leaving Kaya at 1?
This Kaya is going to exile another creature, but that she can't gain any more loyalty at all.
Kaya's going to take the Seeker the way. Kaya's passive is Hexproof doesn't work. That doesn't affect us.
You might want to leave Kaya at 1. Yeah, leaving Kaya at 1 is probably fine, because I don't think you have any Hexproof creatures to begin with.
Okay, so Kaya doesn't have that next exile, which is important. Wow, we are just getting run down by this right. That's a strong card. I like it. They could proliferate in blue. They could blink in blue.
That's true.
There are reasons that this could backfire. Like it's not, but like I feel like we're probably like our life total's starting to get dwindled, and I'm probably just gonna have to chump with the Thraben Inspector here to not take too much.
Does the Lightning Ranger have trample?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh boy, more haymakers. What do you got? What are we looking at?
This is an X spell. They had to pay for it specifically.
Return over one creature, and then this is
Gain haste and
so this isn't gonna work the way they want. I don't think.
so they're bringing back Wing Splicer to be a to have +2 in haste.
But their golem doesn't get haste because it was a triggered
Right.
ability. So that doesn't work the way they wanted.
So this is only going to be putting out. I guess we got a better target to block now.
Yeah, so I don't think they attack with a wing splicer. They should certainly keep the flying golem as a threat.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. These are equivalent.
Unless they have something in their hand right now, which... No? Maybe? No, they didn't.
Okay.
The big boy.
Okay, so you know what we need to draw. Oh, God.
You need to draw Loxodon Warhammer.
Yeah, that is the card we need to draw here is Warhammer. So we can gain 11 and then our opponent goes, ah, fuck.
Yeah, that Rite of Raging Storms is a very powerful card. Turns out.
Oh, we're dead.
Oh, you're dead.
We're dead. We're dead. We lose. We lose.
D2
We lose.
Table.
We lose.
They have something to deal with this.
We lose. We hello lose. If we don't lose from here, something's not horribly wrong. Kill us. I guess I'm a fool for having passed up disenchants so much.
I wasn't expecting there to be such powerful. Well, I guess we have Loxodon Warhammer. We should have known that at least artifacts would have been good to get rid of.
Yeah. Alright, they have us dead because they can Helix our blocker as well. Or our face.
Yeah,
Hello,
quite dead.
Helix. No! All of the Thraben
Inspector's work.
All of Thraben Inspector's work is done. Alright, let's begin the sideboard. Not a deck I like. The sweepers against. No, we don't really have anything that can make use of the free 5/1s.
Yeah, and in white-green.
Yeah,
Not
we're
really.
we're white-green. Like, this is, like, super far away from, like, a good place for that. I don't hate Conclave Cavalier here because of body that makes bodies on death. Like,
Yeah,
our opponent is, like, I have removal. So, you know, something that's resistant to removal like that seems good. Anything else that's worth bringing in or out? if Sapling Migration is blocking 5/1s with trample, we've done something horribly wrong. They do trample, so we take 4 and we lose a card for it. So I don't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the grapple in as well, because that's recursion off of...
Yeah, that's fair.
So Edifice is actually good, because that would just flat stop the 5/1s.
Part of it is that they have just so much removal. They really just ran you down with all your cards.
What do I not like in here? Place the Satyr Wayfinder with that. Replace the Angel with the more resilient to removal one. Yeah. Yes, I'd like to play first. I'm okay with this.
They're Inspector on 1 again, which is nice.
Yeah, we don't have
time for it.
We don't have green, but we did up green to be the heavier colors, so there's 9 forests in the deck. We also have like cards on. So, all right, 3-minute Inspector, you know your job.
That's deal 8 damage to the opponent. That's your job.
She's got a lava axe in the pocket and then some. Like she's ready to deal some damage.
Oh no! A blocker. That's definitely what that's for.
That will definitely be blocking. It's a good card.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to find forest and then like relevant card. I don't want to because I don't want to hit too many lands right now. I just want to hit like a decent amount of lands. Yep, kind of an obvious move. Let's draw a card in response. Sure.
Okay, it's slow, but it works for getting the archive down.
Yeah, I want to draw a non-step. Ooh.
Okay, Fiend Hunter on Enclave Cryptologist isn't a bad move. They'll get 1 loot out of it.
I don't want to leave that in play as part of the problem.
Yeah.
So they're going to loot in response. Don't do it. Ah, damn. And then discard card with flashback or reasonable reanimator spell or just some thing.
That means that they like their hand.
Yeah, one of the reasons I'm happy with Fiend Hunter on that too is that like Fiend Hunter obviously is a temporary solution, won't like hold forever. And when they do get Cryptologist back, this is a huge investment to, get back running. It's not going to be, not going to be free. So, all right. 3-minute Inspector is now shock.
That white, they really want to be able to flashback that healing.
Yeah, they got it. All right, so we're going to literally play step familiar.
Third Inspector is now turned into a, lava spike?
Yeah, we're at lava spike. So 3rd Inspector's dealt 11 damage this match.
Yep.
Okay, these bounce lands, incredibly good, by the way, just as a... I know we probably don't talk about these enough. These were, So back in Ravnica, before Ravnica, we had Mirrodin Kamigawa Standard. And I'm going to give you an exhaustive list of all of the playable dual lands that existed in Mirrodin Kamigawa Standard. Tendo Ice Bridge.
Well,
All right.
we got there, everybody.
We got there. Sweet. Okay. So once Ravnica came around, we had shocks at rare, but we also had these, which bounce a land but tap for 2. So like you're not actually giving up your, mana. You it's turn 4 and they have 4. Yep, there's that Sidrax's Spectre for 1 extra. Uh-huh.
They're not going to block that.
I know, but I'm still making the attack.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. We're never going to block that.
All right, I think... What are we doing here? Are we holding a planes? Play the planes. We're going to discard Harmonize. Yeah. These are incredibly powerful. Okay. Some small body on the ground. The original carriers were extremely bad. Like, comparatively. Not only did they require a basic land, but they required an untapped basic land, so you had to give up your play for the turn effectively for it. So we discard. We're going to discard Harmonize because I want to be able to play that worm.
Yeah, it was an untapped, specific kind of basic on top of everything else.
Here's some
The
devils.
card gave you 1 colorless and 1 white. For, yeah, gross.
Okay, cool. Well, not gaining any life to this, but this is definitely the play we want to make.
It's still Fate's Fetters.
Uh-huh.
It might kill this now with the devil.
I'd be okay with that. This thing draws a card.
Yeah, no, you prefer that, but yeah, I figured that they would do that because they want to keep the ability to make another devil.
Yep. So yeah, we can't gain life with Tibbled out, so we didn't gain any there. Ooh. Alright, so we're at Haymaker stage.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's the question of whether or not their value can beat your Haymakers at this point.
Yeah. Like, next turn's Enlisted Worm, and then we just start going. They already have a Death Toucher in play, which is a pain. I don't think the bounce lands were slept on. Like, I played in that era. Like, they were played and constructed heavily. Damn it.
Okay.
It's time, everybody.
At least it doesn't pay off until their next turn.
Yeah.
They probably want to figure out a way with the devils to kill your Fiend Hunter, is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we get a body, it doesn't do anything. We kind of want to draw forests. So that's 7. We go worm, because
Sentinel... Yeah, well, the worm gives you more value out of it, yeah, so go for the worm, but Sentinel will actually be pretty good.
Yeah, the thing is I kind of want them to spend removal on things that aren't named Sentinel. Ooh.
I mean, there's no reason not to, right?
Well, it picks up Fillery Familiar at the worst. Great Oak Guardian.
That's another Haymaker.
Yeah, let's just keep having Haymakers up our sleeve, huh?
Oh, Great Oak Guardian has Flash. Okay.
Flash, reach, untap your team, +2/+2 your team. I guess target player, but you know, whatever. Let's be real here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be either a trumpet blast or like catch your opponent with their pants down situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know about it. That's fine. Whatever.
Well, them knowing about it, it's like having a combat trick and them knowing that you have a combat trick does change how they play the game anyway, so it's not inherently a bad thing.
Yeah. Is this kill spell on Fiend Hunter yet?
It's double blue and red.
Compulsive? Forbidden Alchemy. I was gonna say this feels like a draw spell.
They're actually a little bit low on lands, all things considered, compared to you this second. It is, they haven't missed one per se, it's just that they haven't played one for this turn yet.
Terminate 2 lands.
They draw
okay.
They got the Blood Artist.
They got the Blood Artist. That's the one they wanted. Okay. So we want the Sentinel very badly here.
Yes.
Because like now, like blocking with Thraben Inspector barely even blocks any damage.
And they still get to drain you for one every turn, including your turns.
Yes.
Oh, Blood Artist and that's...
It's fun.
Your opponent's deck is cool.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
My favorite part about my opponent's deck is the white for obvious reasons, but you know, also for no reason. Yeah. Like they just are able to have that white. Thank you. That's good.
Okay, Artisan is almost down then.
I think we go with the Sentinel and hope they don't have removal for it because it can tap the 5/1 and then like we can.
If they do have removal for it, it would suck. I think you could still survive until next turn, and then if you draw another land, you could slam an Artisan and still get the Sentinel.
Right. God, my kingdom for like, you know, a way around that Blood Artist is the other half. Like hell, I would like if they kill Fiend Hunter and then we Artisan it back would be fine too. One thing about this Great Oak Guardian to note is that that's +2/+2, no trample. Just heads up. Kill spell. Baleful Strix. Also,
it's another Death Toucher.
They're on single black.
Yeah, so, and they haven't dropped a land in 2 turns, so they are actually low on lands in quotes, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think they need anything more than 6 to start with, but they aren't, okay, they're second black.
Okay, well, let's tap Lightning Rager.
Technically, they need exactly 6 for Kaya, I think is what it was. And they can play Kaya now.
Yeah, because Kaya is triple color.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming the Baleful Strix drew that swamp. Okay. Could play the Branch Walker and leave up Great Oak Guardian.
Yeah. Branch Walker will also inform what you do next turn, so...
Yeah, I think that's a good start. Like, maybe we make the Cavalier too, but I kind of like the... We obviously can't really make much for attacks.
Combination of that Tibble and the Blood Artist. That Tibble having blocked your Faith's Fetters, like, life gain actually sucks.
Yeah. Okay, I kind of want to leave up this Great Oak Guardian because it allows me to block their flying that's going to come in.
Mm-hmm.
And it also, like, yeah, let's try that way, I guess. We have enough for Artisan and Kozilek on the follow-up turn. Hopefully, like, maybe they don't know Artisan exists. We go Great Oak Guardian, block, they kill it, and then, like, we rebuy the Great Oak Guardian and kill them or something like that, which isn't going to happen because the life total will be, like, 30 by the point that occurs.
I'm worried that they're playing a Falter for some reason. Young Peasy.
All right, hey,
makes sense.
How you doing? Uh-huh. Yes, 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 yes. Okay.
Forcer means you get to just block with the inspector now for that one. And okay, actually, yeah, this is a good attack for you.
Thing is, we
You're
don't.
gonna take. You're gonna take 3 from Blood Artist. You're gonna take 4 from Blood Artist this turn.
Yeah. So, I Great Oak Guardian. Target me. So we kill this flyer. And I want to kill this in some way. Thraven Inspector?
My assumption was going to be Thraven Inspector, but hold on. Okay, is there some shenanigans you can do with Fiend Hunter to bring it back and then exile something else more relevant, like the Blood Artist?
Yeah, I could do that. Bring it back on the Blood Artist.
Yeah, and then you do that trade instead. I feel like that'd be better.
I think I think we're gonna lose this Blood Artist if we don't do it. Like that's the problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because like right now we're taking 1, 2, 3 to it, 4. We're gonna go to 6, 5 when this dies, like 4 on the next turn, and then they just all out. Like we're already in like.
I'm very surprised they're not attacking you with the Devil.
Yeah.
Like, why are they leaving the Devil back as a blocker?
Yeah. The obvious problem here is that now they're gonna have a friend.
Mm-hmm.
6 through this turn. That's fine. Yep. 7, 6. And then, like, all their spells give them tokens, and the tokens get to attack with Blood Artist, and... Yeah, so... We need the Blood Artist off the table. The problem is if they have any spot removal, they just, like, you know, kill it and get their Blood Artist back, but... We have to do it this way. Oh!
There's the Helix.
That's our face.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That doubly makes it weird, though, that they didn't attack him with the Devil, because they could have actually killed you if they did that. They could have killed you this turn if they attacked him with the Devil.
Yeah, because it would have dealt the damage. With Tybalt on the table.
You're being left with 1 life at this, I think, because you're going to be able to play the Artisan, you're going to Fiend Hunter away the Blood Artist. They will not be able to... You have 1 flying blocker. They've got 2 flyers. That's right. Flashback. Anything.
Yeah. So.
I thought that was actually them doing that from the art. I was mistaken.
All right. I like their deck a lot.
Their deck was great. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. The Blood Artist, like one of the things that I usually find in cubes is that there's a lot of cubes that try to have like a sacrifice Blood Artist theme going on. Like, you know, like Blood Artist and like tokens and stuff. And it always sucks ass. Like every cube I've ever seen with that like attempt in it, it's always just like, those are the last pick cards nobody picks. Nobody wants Zulaport Enforcer. Nobody wants Zulaport Cutthroat or Enforcer. Which one's one's a level up that gains fake... Oh boy, I've seen this hand before.
I mean, it worked the first
time. Yeah, it worked.
Your opponent had a better start, so...
Like, but every single time I guess, and let me, you know... continue this. Most of my experience playing cubes is with like modern or legacy or vintage level cubes, like cubes that aren't themed around like this. And in those, like, you know, seeing a cube that's, you know, it just never comes up, and it never works. So, ooh, all right.
Yeah, blue-red again.
Ooh, yeah, alright. We can just life gain our way out of this. course, they're just gonna like Bolt Seeker. Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah, there's Bolt Seeker.
Flame Slash, yeah.
That's
Alright.
same different.
There's actually a lot of Rise cards in this, aren't there? There are a lot of uncommons that are very playable in Rise of the Eldrazi, so...
So we're gonna play the, you know... Alright, Thraben Inspector is up to... 13 damage on the day. I love you, Thraben Inspector. You try so hard.
What a good one-drop.
Okay, we're gonna take 2. Hold on. We gotta think about this. We might want to hold back. Block that Thraben Inspector, you know.
Thraben Inspector's done how much damage with this guy? Hold on a second.
Alright. I'm gonna see if I can,
Bright Dragon is just doing a decent amount of damage to you, and you got other ways to get rid of it or deal with it. I think you're good without taking it out with Face Fetters. There's probably going to be much more relevant targets for Face Fetters.
like, just play the Archive instead.
Yeah, I would play the Archive instead myself. Be able to, like, Great Oak Guardian is a way to get rid of the Sprite Dragon, for instance.
Sure.
And you'd be able to slam that down next turn.
People are gonna play See the Future, and then your opponent's going to attack you. Nice!
Or Spike to
Nice!
on Archive.
Nice!
Okay. That was going to happen to the Face Fetters if you didn't do that.
Yeah.
So.
People are gonna play See the Future, and then your opponent's going to attack you with a Robber of the Rich, and you're gonna feel like the biggest idiot in the world when they get to draw 3 cards off their Robber of the Rich. Necrotol. I can't believe my Thraben Inspector's getting Necrotol.
Gotta love Skin Render.
Okay, I'm thinking Branch Walker, Fiend Hunter here.
Yeah, Fiend Hunter targeting the... Oh, yeah, the Sprite Dragon, because that's going to keep getting bigger.
Yeah. So let's Branch Walker first. Sure. Because, like, if they kill this, then they get it back as a 1/1 and instead of, like, a 4/4. So. 1 card left in hand, by the way. They're on near top deck mode. They're gonna Smiting Helix. Bring it. Come on, do it. I'm gonna have to first pick Smiting Helix in my second draft, aren't I?
Smiting Helix is doing a lot of work. It is a really good card. I guess it shouldn't be, like, surprising that it is. It's Lightning Helix, but with, like, an additional mode, you know?
Alright, Agony Warp, which was their final card in their hand. Yep. So we're gonna blow them out for their last cards with Great Oak Guardian next turn.
What I'm hoping for is that they eventually print a Lightning Helix.
Like black, red, white 1.
Yeah, white 1, black, red, white 1, deal 2 damage. Yeah, it'd be deal 3 damage, draw, make your opponent discard 2 cards, draw, gain 3 life. It'd be a really, really good card.
Hi. I'm here to blow you out.
Welcome to the pain zone.
Like, yeah, you get to trade with my Branch Walker, I don't care.
That's already explored. You don't feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Ulamog's Crusher coming down next turn. Oh, baby. Wait, is it coming down next turn?
No, if we draw land.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing this instead of, like, I could have left up Guild Mage with activation, but I want to, you know, if we draw a land, we'll want to crush.
Yeah.
So they are on top deck, or they've been on, they're out, you know, this is top deck mode. So I like still having a fetters against the player with top deck mode. Sure.
Power Invocations does very little against the tree, so
Okay.
Harmonize, that's something that's okay. Nothing wrong with Harmonize.
Yeah, I'll probably just take that and
Artisan. So one more land gets you Artisan at this point, and you have Ulamog Crusher mana for next turn. You've got Phase Fetters mana right now if you wanted to, but I don't know if you want to. Just get one Drake out of the way.
I'm thinking of how they win this, and I think they're stealing the game if they're going to win this, right? Like it's going to be some sort of
blowout,
theft in the next
fireball or something.
Yeah, I feel like I want to do this just to get the life gain on.
That's fine. That makes sense.
Again, if they're winning this game, it's because like I didn't do that, and then they're like, you know, get this out of the way, fireball you or something, like, you know.
Yeah, and they actually just conceded to that specifically, so
cool.
that feels about right.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Anything else I might want in this matchup? And the sweepers are like not huge here because it feels like they're more of like a one creature sort of. Fetters on Rafellos. Whoops.
We know what mana abilities are.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yep. I'm not looking at much that I feel like the sticky body might matter, but like I actually like the flying on Sarah Angel. I'm just gonna go back with what we have. I want to learn more about our opponent. I feel like I didn't learn enough. We only saw like removal and Sprite Dragon.
Which, like, I mean, that's a plan.
I like it.
I like this hand a lot, yeah.
So Secret of the Way is like I'm a big fan of, you know, the entirety of all the Jeskai stuff.
Yeah, Jeskai was great, and Secret of the Way is a really good 2-mana creature.
Yeah, this is like one of my flat favorites. Like everybody, okay.
Raven's Crime.
You got me. I've been gotten.
More relevant signet so you can play Fiend Hunter. Hey, I got a thing I want to point out. You can cast Dismember for no health now.
Yeah.
See, of course. That's why you have those
it's
in
so
there.
good. Now my Dismember costs me no life. Raven's Crime me. Do it.
At that point, I would assume you'd slam down a Signet on turn 2 rather than the Seeker, or...
Alright, what do we want to throw to this? Just another forest?
I think, another forest, and now would slam down the Orzhov Signet on turn 2 rather than the Seeker.
Yeah.
That way you can... Or that Branchwalker might not be... Well, no, you do the Signet first, and then Branchwalker next turn.
Yeah. Though
Unless there's something extremely relevant to Fiend Hunt.
I'm happy that our opponent's just trying to Raven's Crime us out. Hey, Sprite. Oh, no! Oh, God! I see their combo.
That's why they Raven's Crime.
Oh, they don't have any lands left in hand.
So what is Retrace? Is it you discard a land and discard cost again, you can do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect draw.
Perfect draws, yeah, perfect.
So we go Signet Branchwalker.
I think so, yeah. Just make sure to keep at least one green.
Let's Branchwalk first then, I guess.
No reason not to.
Hey, nice. I'm actually super happy about getting the land there, because that's, you know, whatever. I'll discard that to your Raven's Crime, thanks. All right, and Fiend Hunter is again quite good for against Sprite Dragon because like they, spend all
Even
their
if they get it
time.
back, they still get a 1/1 back. That's it, instead of all of their counters.
Yep. Pretty sure their hand is like not lands though. I'm pretty sure their hand is like is action.
It also wasn't spells though, because they didn't play any of them. It's probably creatures actually.
Yeah.
If they're not ones that are maybe like a like Skin Render again, or something like that. You know, things that are value creatures that they want to play on a board where they actually get the kill off of it. It could also be counters, yeah. And they're very mad right now that you're playing creatures that they can't force spike.
Yep, and that's basically not going to happen for some time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm expecting to see Skin Render come out again.
So this thing grabs 2 basics. It's actually a pretty neat like ramp card.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's kind of like
this
is what that card is.
Harrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sack a land gate to get 2 lands back.
Yep. All right, let's.
It's that, but on the land on itself.
Let's get a clue. Cool. That's more fodder for the crime.
Alright, now you're drawing a few too many of them, though.
That's fine. Fodder for the crime. Fodder for the crime.
I guess you just swing in.
Yeah.
That's still 5 damage. That's a lot.
Plus, yeah, one of that's even from our super powered Thraven Inspector who showed us up every game.
15 damage.
Every game. Every game.
Sometimes you just get draft decks that are defined by a card showing up every time, and I'm glad that's the Raven Inspector. That is the card that's defining this one.
Okay, so they're obviously going to go do the ramp. Probably grab some swamp so they can flashback this Raven's Crime a couple times. Our first pick was Lockstone on Warhammer, so no, we haven't even seen that.
Yeah, nah. Second pick was Lightning Bolt, if I remember right, so we also didn't see that.
Dismember, then Lightning Bolt.
Dismember, then okay, yeah.
Whoa.
We have seen this and used Dismember.
You wanted triple blue? Why did you want triple blue? Why on earth do you want triple blue?
Cryptic is a rare, so couldn't be Cryptic.
Volition Reigns? Which is blue, blue, blue 3 for a confiscate? Like, so the reason I'm asking is because there's a Raven's Crime right here.
Power's Invocation, that makes sense. Put 3 Drakes down now.
Does this have to
grab a
grab
lot of power in one card now?
Okay, so so this has to grab right, but I thought they were gonna grab double swamp for the Raven's Crime. I guess they
specifically grabbed an island.
No, they must have really wanted to fix for that invocation then. Okay. Fine by me. Okay, I want to draw Harmonize right about now.
Or Hedron Archive.
Yeah, again, I just assumed it was going to be swamp. I guess that tells us a lot more about their hand. I can Fiend Hunt away a Drake.
Yeah, that's just a kill spell on a Drake at this point, so that's not bad.
And, like, we're pressuring him pretty hard.
For certain. You get the swing in with both of your 2/1s. They'll trade with the Seeker, and then... Because they want to get rid of the Seeker, right? They want to get rid of your creatures at this point if they can help it, especially one that can start the life gain back for you.
Yeah, well, I'm actually hoping that they go for trading with the branch.
I wouldn't myself. I would hope that they would go for it. I would never do that, you know?
The threat of prowess is the reason
Yeah.
Obviously, like, who plays combat tricks? Ha ha ha. But, you know, I want them to think that that's the level we're on. So, okay.
They're just taking it? Okay. Interesting.
Nope, I get filigree familiar with 1-up. That gets us a little bit of a life buffer.
Miscalculation was also an uncommon, wasn't it?
Common from Urza's, actually.
Okay.
Almost all of those are like commons, like those like older counters like that. Mana Leak, Miscalc. Complicate was an uncommon. That was the like weird cycling one. That could like cycle for force.
Does mean that there's probably a good suite of powerful to reasonable counterspells in here.
Yeah, well, like, you think of rare counterspells, it's like what, Cryptic and
Force, I guess.
I think Force is actually an uncommon.
Okay, yeah. So I guess it's just Cryptic
Yep.
when I think of rare counterspells.
Yeah, I think Force is an uncommon from Alliances from
Mystic
memory.
Confluence.
That's a rare, yes.
It's a rare. Yeah, and that is also a counter.
Yeah. Ooh, Arc Lightning.
Powerful. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That makes sense.
Cool.
So they start to leave the Sprite Dragon block at this point, I bet.
Depends on how, like, they might go for a Raven's Crime and go in for 4 or something like that. Because the Drake...
That's possible.
The Drake at least means that, like, I can only attack with these two. We'll see what they want. Okay, no crime. Drake in. Or,
Okay.
not Drake, Dragon.
Yeah. I just imagine that, like, you're going to want to attack with the Filigree Familiar regardless, because now if you could possibly trade with the Drake, you'd be all for that.
Mm-hmm. So we want to draw one of our 6... I don't want to draw my 8s. I want to draw my 6s, because I still think they're just holding a Force Spike. Unless they tap their blue. Evoke the Shriekmaw! Oh my god. This is...
So I was right calling this out earlier then. They've had the Shriekmaw in their hand for a bit, I think.
So they're going to evoke Shriekmaw to kill a 1/3 no text.
Powerful. Why?
They're that afraid of...
Yeah!
Yeah!
Now we're talking. Thraben Inspector, get in there!
Yeah! Alright, equip Thraben Inspector.
Finally, the Warhammer is in! Oh, this is just ruining their plan so hard. I think that they're one of those, like, really tuned decks to... If you have any effective life gain at all, it suddenly just throws their plan off entirely.
Elephant's Guide. Yes, this is extremely good here. So, Thraben Inspector now up to, I think, 18 damage on the game, or on on our total. I went in with Thraben Inspector plus there. I could have, like, Filigree alone, but that pushes more damage in. And, like, they still don't want to spend removal on Filigree Familiar because it draws a card. They might do it this turn, because, like, it removes, our ability to attack.
Yeah, at this point, giving you the card is less valuable than making it so that you can't attack in with at least 4 damage trample every time you have a creature on the board.
Also, Filigree Familiar, a little bit resilient.
Yeah.
Like,
it's an artifact creature.
They might have a go for the throat that doesn't work, something like that.
We do know that they have Skin Render, which does work on it.
Yeah, Skin Render will work, but it's uncastable from what we see.
Right, it's double black. Okay.
I'm super happy to see a Face Fetters.
Ooh. They're dead unless they can...
So they have to stop this.
Yes.
This is a 100%, like, you must spend removal here to stand a chance, right? Like...
And they did attack in, so they have to have it, right?
Bit Blast! Whoa. Did you know Bit Blast rules? Alright,
what are they gonna
counterspell? Force Spike.
Oh! Okay, well, you know what? We've played Fate's Fetters on that card every single time we've seen it. May as well just keep it going.
Yep, let's draw a card. I don't... So...
It's perfect. That's great.
Now, again, they're gonna probably just... They might throw the Raven's Crime at us. That's probably... I would definitely throw the Raven's Crime at us.
That's assuming that they have a land to trace with, but...
Yeah.
They probably do. Although they haven't played any lands for the last, like, 3 turns.
Yeah, and, like, it feels like a double black is something they might want. Bit Blast is so strong.
It's... Yeah.
They played a land.
They played it. So, if they played it, that means they're not going to do the Raven's Crime.
Yeah. which is
Unless
good.
they've been sandbagging extra lands for this entire time, which I don't think they would have.
Oh boy, here's them trying to go wide. That's fine. So I want... So if they have a removal spell for this specifically, bad times, right? Like...
Right, yeah.
But...
They have... One of the removal spells that we know that they have in their deck actually can't kill it because it has too much life. Too much toughness. So they have two possible cards. They have, well, okay. That's something they have in hand. That's not saying that they, yeah.
Yeah, so they had 2 cards, and those are... I think I can assume those 2 cards aren't lands, right? So we can just make that flat assumption.
Alter Fate.
On Shriek Mob.
Return Shriek Mob back.
Yeah.
Okay. But they can't play it.
They can invoke it.
Oh, Vivid Marsh, right. Yeah, okay.
And then I think we die, unless we draw... So the problem here is that now the Sprite Dragon is out of...
He's going to become a 5/5, 6/6, right?
Yeah, it's out of control sized. And the other secondary problem there is that our fetters needed to target the Spectre, or else we lost this flat. So, yeah. Okay, so from here we're taking 9, going to 6. We need to draw...
You have no hasty creatures at all.
I think I make one unblockable. Sarah Angel would be a fine one.
There'd have to be something you could play and equip the Warhammer to while also staying alive, right? That'd be able to block flyers.
Yeah. Again, this can force unblockability. Oh,
Enlisted Worm could hit something
that
relevant.
could dismember.
Yeah.
All right.
See what we got. Sarah Angel. Okay. Yeah, that works. That's a...
Okay, so the problem here
blocker.
is we die to any spell.
This prevents you from casting the equipping the Warhammer.
Right. The other thing this actually says is we're dead because this Whirler Rogue has the text tap 2 artifacts, target creature can't be blocked.
Right, yes. Right, okay.
So I'm gonna pay 3. Because my hope is that they miss it and they force us to chump block. So that's what we're gonna play that to, is hope that they don't know that and they force the chump block, then the Enlisted Worm comes back in. If they know it, they know it. But it's the last bit of what they need here. They know it. Okay.
They know it. Okay. Going to game 3. That's fine.
Okay. Yep.
Their entire deck is based around that Sprite Dragon.
Yeah. Sadly, we don't have, like, something like huge. The most we could do would be like bring in Bolt or something, and that's a little too cute for me.
Changing the plan. Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't like Pride Mate. You keep saying Pride Mate, and I hate it. Like,
I don't know why a faster aggression would help here.
Like, I'm really not on the Pride Mate in this deck. We have so few ways of triggering it. It's a 2/2 no text. Like, I don't like it. Can we ever draw this edifice? That'd be nice. I'm again thinking about this conclave because of how, again, it's a resilient piece. And what we've noticed is we just need a body to stick. I'm not playing Umbers against the person with instant speed removal. Oh boy. you play an Umbra and they go, oh, no, I don't like that either. Especially
Remember
like, blue
that
means
if
bounce
you
as
react
well.
to a creature that is having an Umber played on it, Totem Armor is not taking effect. It's just gonna whiff entirely.
Yeah, I don't like that either because like, especially like being in blue, I feel like it's a pretty certain we'll see some sort of bounce stuff. This looks sweet.
That's Loxodon Warhammer on 3
I'm gonna,
and a Guild Mage.
I'm gonna kill your Sprite Dragon. I'm murdering your Sprite Dragon right here, right now.
Gonna stab myself in the guts.
I will take 4.
Play that blood on the table to get rid of your guts.
Hey, buddy.
Draven Inspector, how you doing?
Not on time, but that's all right. No problems here. Yeah. Hey, it's lightning.
Hey, didn't hit the Draven Inspector.
Yep. I was liking it. Thank you very much for the sub. Oh boy, this is okay.
All right, Spine Thopter. Interesting.
All right. If I
I
were
like
to,
flying.
all right, I'm Draven inspecting this turn because I don't want to play a Warhammer in an empty board. I want to draw planes to get that Cavalier down, or not planes, not planes. Shit, I didn't say that. Jack, you didn't hear that. Forest.
You want to get a forest down.
Yes. Not triple planes, please, obviously. Our deck is a little weak to flying. Yes, the contract has been sealed. I know, yep. Shit, they figured us out. Thank you. Did you know Order of Midnight can't block?
You know, the Draven Inspector is going to be doing 20 damage total after after one more hit.
One more hit. Okay. Anyway, here's our resilient body. They're off blue.
4 mana 4/4 with Vigilance, and he can split into 2/2/2s with Vigilance. So
yep. They're off blue. Means a lot to me.
they are off blue, yeah.
Next turn is like Warhammer and dismember something probably, and then next turn after that is a equip, which is the end of the game if that like occurs. Yup. Still can't block flyers. Hi, someday.
They're rough for mana. Yeah. Guardian could be down if you put down the Hedron Archive, but is that better than just equipping Loxodon Warhammer? Probably not.
I'm gonna play the archive because I can still cast Dismember off it, and I can Warhammer equip next turn anyway.
Good point. Okay, yeah, so it is. Draven Inspector has officially done 20 damage.
20 damage! Good old Draven Inspector is just running the table. Incredible.
And I'm going to assume you're going to equip the hammer to Draven Inspector next turn, right? Just to get more out of it, you gotta respect it. No, you gain your 7 life. Okay, so they're going to do that.
Ooh, that's my dome!
They're running you down!
That's
Whoa,
my dome!
Okay.
Okay, so
they probably know that they likely know that like they're not going to actually win this game without killing you somehow. So yeah, they're clearly down on life. They're clearly down on lands. So they just don't have any other recourse other than just kill you. However, the hammer is going to just completely ruin their chances of that. So you've won this game almost certainly.
Yeah. This is
unless they have a Pact of Negation. And even then, it'd be pretty hard to lose it at this point.
I'm just quick. This doesn't haste. That was I was counting. This is 5 + 2 + 2. That's 9. That is not dead. This people were calling this greater hoof. It's not, y'all. Y'all, that ain't what this card is. Like
I call it a trumpet blast, which is more accurate if you're going to use it like that.
Alright,
It's
anyway.
just plus 2 damage.
Yeah. Because it doesn't give trample is the biggest thing, but...
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's the match. Alright. Thanks, Conclave Cavalier, and also Warhammer showing up. 21 is our number.
You managed to get the Conclave Cavalier out every time you put it back in, I think. So, like,
Yeah.
would have the ability to. So maybe I was overestimating how hard it would be to cast in this deck.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in. I'm gonna make that change
That's
right
fair.
now. Because it's been pretty strong in almost every circumstance, even the ones where, like... Okay, gotcha. Like... Everyone's been talking up the Great Oak. It's not, It's very strong. It's also very different. I actually like it the most as a flash blocker. That's my favorite position for it. I think it's really cool as a flash blocker. Hi. Yeah.
Hey, the Edifice is finally here. Also, Jiraga and
Yeah.
Signet. Oh man.
Our deck is not
What
very.
a hand.
Yeah, our deck. This card actually doesn't do much for because we don't go wide. We're just big.
It has been valuable just as a flash blocker, though.
It has reach.
Yep.
Our opponents have shown we need that. Oh god, this is super. We might get to turn 3 the Enlisted Worm. We might get to turn 3 the Enlisted Worm. Uh-huh. Okay, if we draw a land, we get an Enlisted Worm next turn.
Come on. I want to see some real bullshit.
Come on, bullshit. Uh-huh.
Okay, they got no play. Come on, land. Let's do it. Dang.
Dang.
That's fine though. That's still Seeker of the Way, and you can get some value out of the Edifice if you play that on when you want to attack with the Seeker.
Yeah.
You want to get something out of the way, like you want them to play something with 5 toughness at most. Then you Edifice and Dismember on the same turn, get all the life back. Hold on, Demir Signet. You could get life positive off that attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna not attack the Tree Speaker so I can leave up this. I can't leave it up with just Dismember, and I couldn't use the Signet to cast this, so it's a little awkward.
Mm-hmm.
But if they play like a 3, I want the option to kill it. Then Explore, sure.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's unimportant.
Sorry, you're what?
Regal Bloodlord is... Oh, that's a... Okay.
Sure, I had to read that.
Interesting. It's a little... you still can't do it, but it's gonna make it so that you can do it, you know?
I can attack. Because I'm gonna play the Edifice.
Yeah.
So the Edifice is specifically can't attack, put a brick counter on it, and then once at 3 bricks, it has can't attack, block, or use abilities. So, activated abilities.
Right.
Oh, I was like, didn't I yield to those? And I did, it's just you have to stack them still, so.
Seeker of the Way currently reads lifelink, comma, lifelink. They don't stack, but that's
Yeah.
what it is.
This costs 4 now. Because it untaps the...
Oh, right, Jiraga Trees. Yeah.
Ooh.
Pillory of the Sleepless. Okay.
Okay, you can't attack. Pillory's a cool card. I like that card a lot.
Pillory's good. Yeah.
I really, really was a big fan of that one in Constructed. It was real in Constructed. It's weird to say, but all right, let's
get this worm down. What is our best target to hit? Is it Sarah Angel?
I think it's Sarah Angel.
No,
it's a 5, right?
The Conclave guy, I think, right?
Either or.
Yeah.
Take it.
Fiend Hunter's good too. Yeah, go for it. If you were to target your own Seeker of the Way and then have Fiend Hunter die, you get the Seeker of the Way back without the Pillory on it, correct?
Yeah, that might be better than just leaving the. You know what? Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Seems like a fun way to do things. Then I'm gonna spend
and then
ulcerate.
You can just swing in with the Fiend Hunter with no concern at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, kill it. Come on. Or block with it, you know?
Yeah.
Also, we have Great Oak Guardian as a combat trick. Ulcerate it. Ulcerate it. Bath! They were thinking
thanks for making it easier for us to cast Illusion Crusher later, asshole.
So they were thinking about pathing the Fiend Hunter with the trigger on the stack to get the 2-for-1.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. We want white because double white is more, and we also have this already. Okay. No,
you already had double white for what it's worth. Yeah, this signet down already.
Yeah, well, the choice is we have quad
it's
green.
White, yes, you're right, but it's not that relevant.
No, it's completely nonsense. Like, okay, so they played they didn't bounce their barons. Oh, come on. You want come on. Come on. That's actually, come on. You play that and then you play the land and you get real Bloodlord to work.
Okay, Sentinel. Good.
What's up?
You want to trade with this? Come on, go for it. Not even trade. Like, yeah. Actually, do you want to trade with this?
I'm gonna spend this here because I want it'll let me untap the this and still play Filigree Familiar on the turn, which is dumb. Anyway, hey.
I like this turn a lot. This is good. This is shenanigans at large is what this is.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hi.
You thought you were playing against a player with the good ideas.
Instead, you're playing against a player with great ideas. Little did you know.
You do see that my own creature is currently exiled by Fiend. You're working at a level of unheard of at this point.
Oh, I'm going to pay 2 life for dismembering that Regal Bloodlord.
Come on, the Orzhov Signet. Draw the Orzhov Signet.
This was a mistake. They should have picked up the Barons, played the Bloodlord, played the Barons, get a free 1/1. Target you, pay with my face. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can actually cast Sentinel still.
And they'd be dead next turn if you have the Sentinel down, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's almost exact seas. It's 1 more than necessary, so that's good.
And again, if they, for some reason, pre-combat their blocker, I can tap it. Mm-hmm. There's, like, infests I've seen. Sentinel tap blockers if they play them pre-combat. Like, or they'll die.
That game kicked ass. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was sweet. Did you know Jiraga Tree Speaker is an unreasonable card? I just want to, like,
it's pretty good.
When you see how the Tree Speaker, there's a saying about Bolt the Bird. Like, Tree Speaker is more dangerous than Bird Spirit. It's like,
Jiraga Tree Speaker is an unreasonable amount of mana acceleration for the investment you have to put in on it, which is 2 mana. That's all you need.
Yep.
You almost never see Dragon Tree Speaker actually get up to the 3rd level on its like leveling. No one does that. All you need is the 2-mana part.
That's something you do when you're like out of things to do and you... Can I turn 3 that Cavalier?
You can Secluded Steep, then play the Forest next turn, put down the Signet, then turn through the Cavalier, yeah.
Okay. Do I want to play the Steep? I might want to cycle that with this hand.
Yeah, honestly, you might want to. Because you already have the double white, yeah.
Yeah, let's cycle the Steep. We'll just... I assume we're doing that right out the gates. I like how they this is new. Island. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I guess they weren't playing blue. Okay, you cycled it for a plains. It's an upgrade. Don't worry about it. Hey, it's fine. That's gonna be there. That's okay to have. See to draw not that many more for a while.
Oh my god.
The big, yeah, Nick's Fleet's Ram.
Paging Kavanaugh. We're currently paging Kavanaugh. The Nick's Fleet's Ram is the
one thing that can block this right now.
Oh my god!
Next turn they just drop Wall Denial. Oh, Saheeli.
I am fiend huntering the Ram now.
Yeah, you want to get that out of the way for certain. Okay.
Paging Kavanaugh. Yeah.
We appreciate the enthusiasm, Kavanaugh, but come on. Fiend Hunter tackles this.
The fiendish sheep.
Yeah.
So Saheeli's copy ability doesn't matter. It's actually the token making. It's a young pyromancer. She is a young pyromancer style effect. Better actually. She's a prowess, not instant sorcery.
Some other artifacts and stuff also apply, like that Demir Signet.
Like that Demir Signet.
But you have enough attackers now to be able to get through no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless they slam down something blue. They can't do it in white is the thing.
God.
I think there are cards in here that would get them more blockers off of white, but I don't think with blue and black.
Right. I got a worm? Okay.
Hey, you've got all the mana you need now. You don't need any more mana at all.
So I'm splitting the attacks.
Harmonize would be great to draw. Hydron Archive would be fantastic.
Yeah. Any of our top end too, I'd be completely fine with.
Yep.
If Crusher isn't next turn, but the turn after, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a kill spell here, you should spend it. It's the easiest choice in the world. If you can kill my Fiend Hunter, you kill it, you block, you save your Saheeli, and then everything goes in your favor.
Okay, so they're pathing to keep their Saheeli.
Yeah. And this is...
And to get the Ram back.
Yeah, which blocks the Conclave, which full blocks what's going on here. Yes, I'd like to grab that. Yes, I'll grab... I have 8 lands left in the deck. Let's make it 7.
Okay, so the chances of you drawing lands are drastically going down.
26. All right, are they going to double block or single block? Double block, which, I mean...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Card is pros, come on. Anyway, now we have a problem.
Yeah, now you're running out of...
Our opponent... Okay, would you have expected Saheeli out of our opponent last round?
No. I was not expecting to do away the spells plan at all, really.
Like, they were on vampires and, like, black-white.
They completely shifted their deck because they were, I think, Grixis again. Okay, Worm, perfect.
Worm.
I think they were Grixis again, and then they shifted over to Esper.
No,
That's interesting.
They were just Orzhov in the first
game.
game.
Orzhov, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Worm.
Perfect.
Perfect assassin.
We'll dismember this ram. Delicious.
So this is a nice Necrotol.
They have something in their hand that gives like
this is the cool.
counters to everything.
This is a flavorful Necrotol. -5/-5 off of the Worm.
Yeah.
Show me your counterspell, whatever.
They can counter the Worm
Into the Royal.
Wait, did they just draw it back?
Yeah, they're picking up their.
They want to keep that Worm, that ram so bad. It doesn't matter. You have a 5-power creature now. You can attack through the Worm.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to attack. It's a Healy high. You need to jump block me. Okay. Now we are currently at. Enlisted Worm was one of the best top decks we had. We're now at everything is live. Next turn I have enough mana to cast Artisan. It would get back Seeker. I can cast any card in the deck. The deck contains 7 lands, 20 and 17 non-lands. A couple of those are signets, so you know it's more like a 9 and 15 as far as mana source, non-mana source. Because our deck is
you still have only about a 1/3 chance of drawing dead, basically.
Yes. It's
like one of your mana sources would be completely fine to draw. Hedron Archive would draw you deeper, so that's okay.
Hedron Archive would be super good. Let's draw. Harmonize is, I think, maybe the best draw in the deck, other than maybe like, you know, Eldrazi.
Yeah, Crusher specifically, I think would be the best draw in your deck right now.
Yeah, I can cast Artisan next turn because of the path.
You can. It's just that your one pickup would be the Seeker. When if you drew the Crusher first, then
maybe
I think that's slightly more valuable than getting the Artisan down. The Artisan doesn't have trample, so it can be.
What our opponent in their on color signets.
Disgusting.
I mean.
Disgusting.
Terrible.
How dare you?
Tragic. Why? Here it is again.
Sheep. Wasn't Next Place Ram actually played in Standard during Theros?
There were times it was, yes.
Yeah, because it's just big. Fade's Fetters can target Saheeli.
Won't turn it off, though.
Right, that doesn't. It's activated abilities. Right. So you target the ram with it, so you.
So I can attack.
I guess why not? Like they're on the back foot. They really are. They're trying to recover consistently from the fact that you have 2 large creatures that. And you getting this out of the way makes a lot of sense. They only have 1 blocker. Both of them cannot block Saheeli.
So they need to cast a spell here.
Yes, and if they cast a spell at all, then they do have the blockers to save Saheeli. If it's one that also like bounces one of your creatures, like the Conclave dude, Cavalier, then that'd be a way to do. Okay, you got Saheeli off the table.
That was okay. So this ram that can't attack, can't block, can't use activated abilities still gains a life. Yeah, sheep in. This is we have put it in the salt circle. You know, it cannot move, but it is still fluffy and will gain you 1 life.
Kept on trying to eat the sheep, and that didn't work. So then just decided to seal the sheep away for 10,000 years.
But we can still feel its gaze. Gain 1, gain 1, gain 1.
Enslave. Okay. If that dies, does that still give you the creatures? Damn.
They control the trigger.
That's bad.
Very.
Fiend Hunter is dead already?
No.
Fiend Hunter got exiled, that's right.
Fiend Hunter is No longer in the game. God.
I mean, it's not that bad.
I think
This sucks, but
I think I'm still crashing in.
yeah, that's the thing. I think you're still on the front foot, weirdly enough, even though that just happened. Flavorfully, that makes sense, but I don't remember another time when they printed a black you control target creature spell.
They don't do it very often.
Yeah.
This one's very good because it also is damaging me while they have the stolen body. One thing I'm also noticing is our opponent has 4 lands. Like,
yes, with 2 signets now.
They are able
lands.
to. They have gas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Alright, you got me for my land play.
Okay, now Artisan of Kozilek would kick ass.
I specifically played the land because I knew I was drawing 2 cards, and I didn't want to get stuck in a world where both of my cards were uncastable.
It's not the right time, Derogatory Speaker.
Are you ready?
He's gonna get very large.
Level
He's gonna become
up.
1/4.
Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up.
That certainly was a... What is that? 11 mana Derogatory Speaker?
11 mana play.
Oh, that's rough.
This game is
it's not going great.
This game is likely over. We have about a turn to find something real. I have 13.
I think Artisan is your best draw at this point.
Yeah. Even then, like 5 cards and it's all gas. Like they literally have no lands. Like they would play them. Like their hand is just gas forever, and you know that's going to be very hard to overcome. All right.
Thank you, Kavanaugh.
Yep. This is part of the game of Magic the Gathering. That's fine. We have game 3.
Yep.
I should have leveled up Tree Speaker some more.
You're right. You could go.
That was a mistake. I could have had an even more powerful Tree Speaker. Uh-huh.
Interesting that they're not attacking with the Sunscreen champion over there.
I can block it.
Yeah, but you also don't have any cards in hand, so there's something.
All right,
I think it's too late at this point.
Yeah, I think we're 1 turn late on it, but it is... I'm not going to...
If you brought in the Filigree Familiar instead, you would gain 2 life. Would that actually be enough, and possibly draw you an extra card? Would that be enough to actually be better than having the Illicit Worm out?
5/5 beats everything they have in play.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think right now that's what we need to go for. Because this forces them to have multiple pieces of removal immediately.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try to bleed us out with Enslave, but then I'm just going to draw a Warhammer and kick them in the face. Like, sooner or later.
If they don't have any way to get rid of the Artisan and you draw a Warhammer next turn, then the game is shifted around entirely.
Right. I feel like they have to have 1 piece of removal. I feel like 100% they have like a kill spell, but I don't know if they have 2. I just feel like certain they have a kill spell. There was a reasonable argument to be made to concede and not show them the Artisan, but I feel like our win percentage is still...
What's the chance that the kill spell that they have is kill target monocolor creature?
Ha. And they can't kill unless the Worm Artisan kills like. Yeah, it looks like it's far and away.
Far and away, okay.
So let's sack the Enlisted Worm, and then we take lethal damage and die.
Mm-hmm. At this point, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep. However, they were willing to show us stuff last game where they played Island before dying, so I'm going to give them a little bit of time if they want want to show us that thing. Okay, they do not.
Yeah, I think the biggest deck building mistake that this happened during this was not prioritizing naturalize and stuff.
But yeah,
effect.
We that was an underestimation in my part of what existed in this. That Blood Artist deck ruled. I get grapple.
It was really good.
Here.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't care about the grappling here. I don't know. I don't feel like there's a lot to take from a loss where you have 11 lands in play. Like, the obvious, like, line was don't draw that many, right? Like...
Yeah, that's the main problem of what happened in that game. You drew so many lands and not gas. Because if you had just drawn some things a few turns earlier, like, you would have been fine that game,
yeah.
I think. There's, like, no questions asked about that. Derogatory Speaker on turn 1.
Turn 2, Guild Mage.
Turn 3, Hedron Archive.
And a Familiar.
Yeah.
This card is not
real. You have the ability to
real.
play out your hand by turn 3. That's how powerful Derogatory Speaker is.
This card is fake.
It's so good.
Path it.
You know it's the reason why you didn't win that last game? You never drew Therapy Inspector.
Oh! You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can't play Seeker off this. It's double green, but, you know, we can...
That's fine. You have a different play that's also relevant.
I can give the Guild Mage the ability to tap for 2 mana.
Hey, if you have extra turns and there's still a Ram on board and you can't get past it, why not? That's understandable.
That's gotta be on the... so this game had a huge... Yeah, okay. That means a lot. Very necessary.
All of a sudden, you are now playing fair Magic the Gathering again.
Yeah. Sometimes play Seeker of the Way, hoping we draw a land so I can Hedron Archive next turn. Is the reason that I did that rather than the Familiar. I know it's obviously, like, it's not mana efficient, but, like, I want to be able to play that Hedron Archive next turn. And if I don't draw a land, like, I can still play the 3 next turn. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm sure. Wait a tick. Same hat. No, I think I actually want to save Feet Hunter for their stuff right now. It's cute, but, like, they're playing so reactively right now. We want to be putting pressure on them, not doing cute moves like that.
Yeah. You want to kick their ass. That's what you want to do.
Kicking your ass.
Kicking your ass.
They're off blue. L. What you got, buddy? Okay. I need to draw land. God, okay.
They are the ones with the mana acceleration this turn. Damn.
Actually, don't. I mean, it's that. I would like to draw a land so that I can Hedron Archive. Now they are extremely on. So the hand is 4 cards. One of them is a land. One of them is like a known card. Opponent's on 12 though. So,
and you have a Fiend Hunter in hand to get something out of the way.
Yeah. 2 lands in hand actually. They revealed some new info there. Playing that, I think that's a mistake.
Unless they absolutely need to play it. for whatever reason. In which case, they're gonna kick your ass because they can play a 7 cost spell.
This is Denrova Horror. I know what cards are.
You discard the Crusher,
Crusher,
right?
yeah.
Because you
jerk.
That makes sense. It's very rude, but it makes sense. Can't even play it next turn because you need to get the Denrova Horror out of the way. Unless you draw a plains, right? No.
No.
Yeah, you can't do it with the plains. You need to have one more plains on board.
Yeah, it was just...
What's Guild Mage's activity? They're both 4, right?
They're both 4.
Right, okay.
So this is dangerous?
If they have a way to kill Feed Hunter, that actually comes into play, has the effect again, right? So...
I'm doing it this way because it pushes for damage, and like I still can discard the archive if it's like something I care about. The Guild Mage is probably the main one I would care about. So they have a land in hand, 3 unknowns. Shriekmaw. Oh, well, that's...
Oh, so they did have exactly the thing I was thinking of earlier in white.
Yeah, the token generation.
Mm-hmm. Start to finish. Yeah, actually, they've played finish before, of start to finish, I think, so...
Oh,
wait, no, they couldn't have.
No. So they're going to play finish, sack a warrior, kill Fiend Hunter, get Denrova Horror. Bounce my Guild Mage. I'm going to
Of course, you discard the archive, I guess, right?
Yeah, because Guild Mage is kind of the way I feel like we win this. Damn.
As dangerous as it was, that was also, I think, if you didn't get the Denrova Horror out of the way, you weren't going to.
Scoured Barons, it's fine. I think they're running out of cards, at least. So, like, my hope is that maybe this Guild Mage can just run away with it. You have this Filigree Familiar to draw a card. The horror's already in play. I'm not gonna sandbag, especially our deck has a lot of 6-drops we could draw. I would feel dumb if I were to draw them and, you know, not have that in play.
Not be able to play them. Exactly.
Okay, so this Guild Mage can win the game on its own very easily. It's Army in a can plus Pump in a can. You get to 8. Becomes very dangerous. So it's a magnet for any kill spell they have. Okay, what do we got? There's that land finally. So now I think we have no unknowns left in our opponent's, or no knowns left in our opponent's hand. Cycle Unearth.
Cycling Unearth.
Sure.
If they don't have anything in their graves, so
yeah,
may as well.
That's why that card is cycling. It's a good card. If the horror attacks, I just take it. Because I don't...
and then you swing wide on them.
Yeah.
Deal 3 damage, I guess, because you'll probably activate the Guild Mage for it, depending on what you draw.
Mm-hmm.
Sealy, okay.
Sealy the Slate is...
It's not as bad.
No.
They only have 1 card left in hand.
Yeah. So Denrova Horror is going to hang
My
back.
guess is that 1 card left in hand is also still just a land, actually. They drew at least 1 more.
Alright, well, all of our lands are good to play, because 1 more gets us a Guild Mage double active. So yeah, they have their token gen, we have ours. Cool thing they've got is they can turn things into copies of the 4/4.
Worm would be fantastic to pick up at any point. 2 more lands means that you have Artisan online as well,
Artisan.
which would be an extremely backbreaking play at this point.
Yeah. I'm scared of Enslave. I feel like that's an easy win for them.
Yep.
Like, killing the Guild Mage, like, sure, whatever. That's fine. I don't really, like, that's gonna suck, but... Wow! Alright,
Harsh Scrutiny purely just to get a creature,
that is
huh?
that is scry 1, make it 1/1, which, you know, I guess that is worth 1 mana. I would pay 1 mana for that ability. Really want to draw untapped land now. This is actually...
They really wish they had Git Probe in their deck, I bet.
Ha. Thing is, the 1/1 tokens are, like, just, I don't think they're relevant. They're gonna slow down ours, but we go just as wide.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Start doing that at the end of turns.
Mm-hmm. We want to draw 8th land and then kind of start drawing reasonable gas.
Guardian would only be okay because it can attack through the horror, really.
Here comes that copy. So this is a until end of turn copy.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a...
Do you block with the familiar?
I kind of want card.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Like, you may as well. The card is... It's yeah.
Like, what if I draw a Great Oak and I can just play that immediately?
Slam that, yeah.
Oh, you're looking real good.
That's a real good draw.
Okay.
The chances of you not drawing a land off of Harmonize were none, basically. Alright, so what have we got?
Counterspell.
Need 1 more land for Artisan.
We've got a We've got a counterspell.
No, don't. Don't.
God, it's...
How dare you?
Oh, it's even dismiss. Oh, God.
Disgusting! Of all the things to have left in hand.
Okay, alright. That sucks.
That sucks. At least you still drew the forest to double slam, but...
Yikes. That's backbreaking.
Gross.
That's... Also, I need to check something. Game log.
What did they scry?
Scried top.
Okay, so they wanted one on top.
That's also bad news.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Oof. That's a beating and a half. I like... Again, compare this to what we saw in Game 1.
Yeah, in Game 1, they were super off color, I guess.
Yeah,
They weren't
clearly.
playing any blue.
Okay. What?
Okay, they're swinging all in, really?
What?
You can create a sapperling and then... Don't you have Exacxes on deck? Oh, they have the Vigilance Warrior.
Yeah, they have the Vigilance, so I'm gonna do this. If they had Persecution, they would have done it right there. Doesn't make any sense. If they have an Edict, I have a target for that. No, let's leave 2. I can block a Servo with my Guild Mage.
You can block the Warrior with the Guild Mage.
What is this? So I'm expecting dead drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they can dead drop.
Sunscourge Champion, you gain life equal to its power.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's
they're
a little annoying, but that's not that bad, all things considered. I don't know why they did that attack. Oh, come on. Well, all right. Artisans online. That's the only thing that's okay. Do not draw any more lands, please.
Yeah, unless we don't need that. Yeah, no.
You need to draw 3 more for it to be relevant for Guild Mage, and that's that's too long.
So they're out of Saheeli activations. The thing's just on 1.
Mm-hmm. So you're starting to go wider than they can, unless they keep on pumping out non-creature spells. Oh no! All right, that's Denrova Horror kicking your ass.
Kicking your ass. Okay.
What are you? They're gonna get rid of the Guild Mage by doing this.
Yeah. Kicking your ass. Yeah, 4 in, 4 out on tokens. I mean, Denrova Horror is just better, though, because it can kill anything.
Do you even want to give them the chance? I guess you could... No. Then the way that would work out, it's like... If you decide to put everything in front of Denrova Horror, they're just going to activate this.
They just get rid of Denrova Horror, like.
Yeah, which then will take out the Guild Mage anyway, and then you'd still take 2.
You should activate this in main 2.
I think there was a version of this where if you had played 1 more token, put them both in front of the Denrova Horror, then put the Guild Mage in front of the champion, and then activate the second ability on it to give it +1/+1, you would be able to take out the champion. Because the creature doesn't come back until end step, right? So,
Yeah.
But too late now.
Yeah. Problem there is it doesn't solve the biggest current issue. Okay.
Okay, that's... yeah.
All right.
Well... Hey,
we've learned.
You lost the first games. That's okay. Your opponent's deck kicked ass, and then won the second match. Makes sense. Lost the third match to flood both times, but happens.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go straight into round 2. I'm gonna take a quick step away to grab a drink, but yeah, if you're interested in sticking around for round 2, I'm gonna go for 1 more here.
I'll stick around for the deck building, but I think I have to leave after that point.
All right, sounds good. I will be right back in just a moment here. I'll be starting up round 2.
Mm-hmm.